Hello, YouTube stackers. I want to put a video out today and say I had a recently up to 20 subscribers. I'm stacked for life at the moment, formerly known as SilverFan21. I kind of like the name, but since I had some kind of attack on my computer where I couldn't get into my YouTube channel, a lot of funny things were happening with search results. So I did a complete power wash and I started my video over. Right now I'm up to about 19 subs. And if you know me, I like to stack dense. I like to stack silver bars. I like to stack premium silver at a cheap cost. But some things aren't cheap. There's a premium attached. A lot of people getting back into American Silver Eagles. Well, that's like $29 to $3,000 for 100 ounces of American Silver Eagles, and not a horrible price compared. You could have bought a monster box for 18,000 back in 2020 or 2021, and now those same monster boxes you can get from 14,000 to 13,000. So the deals are out there. There's plenty of silver on the market. Probably not so much in the industry market with 1,000-ounce Comex bars. There's so many fear in the market that drives people in at the highest cost, like the banking sector collapse. Gold moved up. Silver went from I think 22 to 26, 23 to 26, and it came back down to like the low 22s, and then went from 22 to 25. There's so much narratives of why gold is a much better investment because central banks invest in it, and there's a floor. Well, what happens when the central banks come into hard times and they got to sell gold and silver? Do you think that would be good to hold on to lots of gold? And not so much silver, but the gold the central banks are investing in. The only reason why they have so much gold in their vaults, like the central banks, is because their currency is way worse than our currency. And they need legitimacy. They need oil-backed or commodities backed or gold backed, so people trust their currency. It has nothing to do with the metal, everything to do with the currency. And a day will come where the central banks need to back their currency, and they will sell a lot of gold to boost their currency market, the FX market, and that will drive down the price of gold, in my opinion. And silver isn't held by central banks or Federal Reserve. It's held by the public, hedge funds, banks, and they can do the same thing as the central banks do by trying to keep the costs low and the dollar propped up. But those days are coming quickly to an end because of the BRICS, because of Saudi Arabia and Russian cutting productions on oil. Higher prices on oil seems to drive inflation in food and metals. But there's so many things that you think silver should go up because the dollar's going down, but silver holds and it goes up, or the dollar's going up and gold and silver are going up. We've seen that in the past couple weeks, and a lot of fear. People want fear. A lot of these people that promote gold and silver, their number one thing is to sell you fear and then sell you the gold and silver so you ain't so afraid, which is nice because you need protection in this economy. The inflation's going to get worse. Inflation's going to they said the Fed needs inflation to go back down to 2%. I don't see that happening. They're going to have to get inflation to go negative, and the Fed Jerome Powell, that's the last thing they want is deflation. It hurts the upper class, the millionaires, the billionaires. It hurts them more so than it hurts us in deflation because assets don't grow as fast. But this is a ramble. I got a few things out here you've seen before. I love silver. I also love the gold. But silver a whole lot more because there's different people investing in silver as money. They say 55% of silver is industrial, like cell phones, computers, and so on, space, and so on and so on. But the other half is used in jewelry, and investment. Is this going to be the most perfect investment over the next decade? I think so. There's going to come a time when silver just takes a deeper role in higher prices. But will these higher prices last? I don't think so. I think if silver runs to 50 or 60, there's going to be another major pullback. And if you can sell and then get back in at a lower price, like $20 an ounce, you're just doubling the amount of ounces in your stack. So I hope everybody's doing good. I really love paying attention to the markets. Silver was up, a couple cents. Gold was up, was down for a little bit, but then it started to come back. It was up $5. Silver was up 2 to 3 cents. Now, last time I looked at it, silver was $23.33. Once you have these pullbacks after people are taking profits, the next leg up is going to be more. The last time we seen it went up to 25.10 before the pullback to 22. The next time it will go from 23 probably to 26.27. I got a lot of silver here. I could sell at 27, 28 with a premium. I have a guy that would buy silver off me with a really nice premium. It doesn't matter where the market is. He's always going to pay a premium. Up to like $1.60 or $2 over spot. Some people think spot price is the price of silver, and it is. But spot price is a small portion on a lot of other factors in the silver market. Silver from 10 to 20 years from now will be a lot higher, and people are calling this an insurance, a hedge, something out of the system. But try to see it from my eyes. Silver will probably become one of the best investments to mankind over the next decade or a half. And it can happen much quicker. I'm on at X, and there's a lot of silver apes that are buying tons and tons of silver, a little bit of gold, but mostly silver. They show off their silver in vaults. They call themselves Ape Strong. Together we're stronger, and I kind of like that inspiring, talks. And then you got other people calling us tinfoil hatters and driving fear, so people can buy silver in a FOMO situation. FOMO is not good unless you don't have no silver. Maybe you can get in and buy slow. The way I buy silver is called dollar cost averaging. It's not the best way, but is a good way that a lot of people do in the stock markets. They invest slowly. They take out profits when profits are good enough to take out. And that's the same way with silver. Say you bought 100 ounces at $24 an ounce, and then silver goes from 25 to 26. That's a $2 premium on every silver ounce you would sell. And right now, if I would sell my silver, if silver went to 29, I would get a premium on that silver, almost selling it for over $30 an ounce, and I would do great. And I would look at as an investment, not so much to get into gold, although that could be my plan, but to get back into silver when silver pulls way back to like 18, 17, because this is how the market works. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing stays up forever. The cure for high prices is high prices, as Rick Rule says. The cure for low prices is low prices, as Rick Rule says. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I want to say thank you to all my recent subscribers. I got a package in the mail, and we're going to open it up shortly. I hope everybody is stacking, but trying to keep the cost average down, trying to DCA into the market, trying to find other revenues of income. Or what we do is, I had a internet bill, and it was $72. I called up, and I was able to bring down my internet bill from $73 to $51. My mom called up the electric company. She was able to bring down almost 200, close to 300 in her electric bill. She was able to bring down to $175 a month. So there's so many ways by calling people up saying, hey, I'm having a hard time paying for these bills, and then all that money you saved by calling companies up saying this is what I can pay, and they agree to it. And next month I'll have to call them again to get my internet lower. But if I want more money to go to a budget, this is what you have to do, or you have to go to work and spend a lot of time hustling or selling things on Instagram, YouTube, a whole bunch of other places. So yeah, I like a lot of these pieces are one of my favorite 10-ounce bars, Scottsdale. This is also a Scottsdale. See, it says Scottsdale Mint. And on the other side it says 999 10 troy ounce AG. And then I got these stackers. I got the Kit Kat bar. A lot of these I'm not in the green, but I got last year in 2022 there was a major pullback, and it allowed most of us to pick up big silver, like 10-ounce silver or whatever, at a low cost of $23 an ounce. The stuff you see here today, and I'm not up on, because there is a premium when it comes to anything Scottsdale. So where's my knife? We'll get to it. Yeah, so silver, a lot of people are complaining about it. It's not moving the way they want. But this is not a short-term thing. This is a long-term, 5 to 10 years, maybe 20 years. But people are like, 20 years? I might not be alive by then. And depending on your age, this is not a speculation to me. I am not looking at these metals to get me rich. I'm looking at these things to keep me safe outside the system, where if the grid goes down, I have something I can take to a bullion dealer or anywhere and convert this into cash, cold hard cash, and just wait. To things come back down to normal. Do I see silver going to $17, $18 again? Maybe. There's always a possibility for pullbacks, but there's also a possibility where silver goes from $23 to $29 an ounce. Okay. Maybe I do this. Just another one of my favorite rounds. Scottsdale 2 ounces. Two ounces. And then I got another one. Really nice. And I'm ordering more. I'm ordering a 100 gram and probably a 2 ounce, but I want to get some cowboy rounds. Those cowboy rounds has been calling my name, but it's another thing. Really highly cost. The premiums are up there, and there's a lot of other places you can go to buy silver at 24, 25 an ounce, $2, $1.50 over spot. I'm not too much of a fan of the buffalo, but if you can get buffaloes at Monument for spot price, go for it. I got a lot of cheap silver, like my Unity bars, the stuff that I bought last year and the year before. And in the end, if you don't have silver and you don't have gold, you're going to regret not buying silver and gold. Silver and gold has been around for thousands and thousands of years. We all know this. It's used in almost everything. Even gold is used in a lot of technology advancements, such as using it to solve crimes, using it for medical. It almost has the same kind of uses in gold that does as silver, but silver is cheaper. So yeah, really beautiful. I love to stack these. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. Don't get scared because you see on these YouTubers saying silver isn't good. Gold is a much more better way to go because it saves your money. It doesn't move as much. But like I said, if the central bankers start selling physical, it'll crash the price of gold. But what they can't do is crash the price of silver because the central banks doesn't buy it. The humans, the hedge funds, us, we buy a lot of silver, way more. I gotta see if this is 100 gram. Two ounces. Two ounce. Okay, this is the 100 grammer. Don't be afraid to stack silver and dollar cost average. And maybe you pay a little bit on the premium side, but then you do that a couple months buying the pieces you really want, and then after that you can buy buffaloes or really cheap bullion. So yeah, this is 28 ounces of Scottsdale stackers. I really love those stackers. 20 ounce Kit Kat bar, one of my favorites. And Patriot Metals. made by Scottsdale. Look at that. So sorry about that. But I like those. These are another one that I've showed before in the past. A full tube of Dead Man Tells No Tales. A full tube of Achilles. This is all uni bars. One of my favorites. So yeah, you see the silver. It doesn't take long to stack up, but be careful because there's a lot of agendas out there, but they might not take your best interest to heart. So, gold is at all-time highs. Silver is almost 20 to 30% of its all-time highs. And if central banks are buying gold, why are they buying it? They're buying it because their currencies are collapsing. The BRICS are they're collapsing. All their currencies are really bad, and we're their best dirty shit or dirty shirt in a dirty hamper. Believe it or not, the dollar will stay strong, but not for long. Eventually, there's going to be a pullback, and gold and silver will shine again. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Over and out.